Happy 4th of July, everybody. This is the Goofsome Fox coming at you with another testing video here today. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Zaku Half Cannon MB Level 2, which is another Level 2 variation of the Code Fairy suits that were added to GBO2 in the supply drop. These suits were originally parts of, Code Fairy only if you had the game and you completed missions in that game. This suit here was part of the lineup that was exclusive to that, but they added a bunch of these suits in at level 2 on the supply drop. In order to get the level 1s, you still have to have Code Fairy as of now, but having the level 2s did give us an opportunity to get a lot of these suits, and without further ado, let's jump into it for this variation of the Zaku Half Cannon here. And the Zaku Half Cannon MB Level 2 is a 350 cost general. At its native cost, it would be 300. It is a ground-only suit, and for your mobile suit stats here, you have 13,500 mobile suit HP. You have 14 ballistic, 9 beam, and 13 melee resistance. You have 24 range strength, 13 melee strength, 120 movement speed, 180 top speed, 60 thruster gauge, and 59 turning speed. And for your part slots, you have 11 close, 7 mid, and 6 long range slots. For your other stats here, you do have a melee priority of 2. You do have ground compatibility, so extra benefits for using the suits on ground maps, which, well, is the only environment you are allowed to use it on. And this suit is a 2-star. So yeah, pretty alright stats here from what I'm seeing for a 350 cost suit here. Nothing really too big to write home about, so we'll take a look at our weapons here, and it looks like we do have a pretty full arsenal. Starting with the main weapon, you have the MMP-78 GN anti-air machine gun. This is the same machine gun that the Zaku 2 F2 and the Zaku Flipper can use. And this is going to be your only primary option for this suit here. Next you have the Heat Hawk, that is 1,600 power, with a cooldown of 2.5 seconds, and that is a standard Zaku Heat Hawk there, pretty standard, again, like axe weapon, so again, nothing too special to say here. You have the Smoke Discharger. This has a power of 0, 1 ammo, and 5 meters range. And this gives you temporary stealth, so very nice to have here. You have the 120mm Vulcan gun, that is your shoulder Gatling, with 105 power, 90 ammo, and 400 range. You have to stop to fire this, but it does create a barrage, so very nice weapon there. Next you have the Big Gun. This is 577 power, which is a very specific number there, with 6 ammo and 350 range. Stops the fire, but can suppress enemies with range barrage. Next you have the Leg Triple Missile Pod. This is 400 power, 6 ammo, and 350 range. Low accuracy, but useful against ground targets. I assume this is also going to be a stop to fire weapon. Could be wrong about that with this version though. You have the MMP-78 Grenade Launcher, that is 735 power with 1 ammo and 325 range. And that is the Underbarrel Grenade Launcher for the anti-air gun, and that is going to be a instant stun. And then you have the Zaku HC MB Shield. This is considered a small size shield with 2,200 HP. So it looks like a very nice arsenal of ballistic weapons here. You do have a few things that look like they are going to be really more for accumulation, but you do have some instant stuns, or I guess you should say a instant stun with the MMP-78 Grenade Launcher here. And taking a look at the skills here, we have a pretty small list. You have High Performance Radar Level 1, Observational Data Link Level 1, High Performance Balancer. You have the UGS. When the unit you're operating is crouching, drive a UGS into the ground to detect enemy units within radar range and share said info with your allies. You can even detect enemies in stealth mode while this skill is in effect. I believe the Dom Nomedes also has this same exact skill. I'm not sure if that one is a different level, but yeah, I do remember this being a skill that was introduced with this mobile suit here. Next you have Precision Shelling level 1, and then Frontline Support System level 1. So very small skill list here. You don't have anything towards your melee, so you are going to have only one melee swing by the looks of it, but other than that, does seem like a pretty alright set of skills here for the type of suit this seems to be. And finally, just going to have the mobile suit explanation up here before we go to the testing at port base. And yeah, let's see what we are actually working with this suit here. Yeah, always was interesting to see a general version of the Zaku half cannon, as the original version was not only just a token pack suit, but it was a support unit, so gonna be interesting to see what this suit can do in terms of damage. And as you can see here, pretty slow, not too slow, but kind of slow moving speed here. It does look like you do have some pretty good thrusters, though, which is going to be good for traversal. And starting off with the anti-aircraft gun here. And yeah, that gets you a stun in 2 hits. It also does some pretty decent damage, so yeah, very nice weapon there. Yeah, for the Heat Hawk, you do only have 1 melee swing. I'm going to assume that these are going to be the standard Zaku melee swings here, which it does look like that is the case for the suit here. And yep, you do have the standard Tomahawk downswing. So let's see how effective this downswing is against a general. Almost 2,000 damage there. And then a little over 1,700 against a support, so not too bad there. Here you have the smoke that again is going to give you temporary stealth and an increase to your defense, so really nifty thing to have there. Next we have the Gatling gun. Let's see, oh there's actually the crouching skill there. But yeah, let's see what we can do here with the Gatling. And this does look like this has some really good build stun for the ammo capacity, so that's already a really good sign for this suit here. Yeah, really nice already, so really good stun accumulation with that. Now let's see what we can do with the big gun here. And that fires in rows in 2, a burst of 2. Again, you do have to stop to fire it, but yeah, it does look like it does some alright damage. And again, just really good quick stun option. Looking at the leg missiles here, and yep, these are stop to fire as well. Does look like they are pretty quick at getting a stun, and again, just really something to do a little extra bit of damage. Yeah, use it to finish off the gym command there. We have the grenade launcher for the machine gun. Again, pretty standard instant stun. Really nothing too big to say there. And yeah, just gonna finish off the gun cannon mass production type before we move over to the Zaku here and really see what numbers we can do against a raid unit. We are a general in this suit, so we are going to be able to do a bit more damage here. And yeah, a little over 1,000 damage with the machine gun, so, or not really the machine gun, but the anti-aircraft gun here, so already a pretty good start. Now let's see what the Gatling here. 178 per round, that's against the yep, so 133 towards the head, but yeah, towards the rest of the body, gonna be 148, and again, a pretty quick accumulation stun there, so if somebody is trying to boost up at you, you could probably use this to your advantage. We have the big gun here. Really couldn't get the damage numbers off in time, so we are gonna move over to the other Zaku here, see if we can see our range. And yeah, it looks like 817, but I think some of those may have hit the head, so I'll have to check those numbers again. And then we have the leg missile pods, 566. A little over 1,000 with the instant stun grenade, and a little over 2,000 with a downswing, so very good damage against raid units there, so that's already a pretty nice use for this suit here. And again, there is that UGS again, you can use that to spot stealth suits. Not really sure how many stealth suits really turn up at 350. I guess, you know, you do have the Thunderbolt guys, so that probably would be a prime suit to use that against. Let's see, can I get the Gok from here? Nope, not gonna be able to get him with these weapons, so I do want to test the big gun again to really see the damage that might be doing, because again, I think that previous time, I think I may have hit the head of the Zaku. So yeah, I'm going to aim for the legs here and see. 817. Nope, so looks like it is 817 all around the board. And for this, 1, 2, 3, 4 missiles with the legs to get a stun. So yeah, it does seem like a really nifty suit overall. Not really one I see too often. Kind of often, honestly. Like, it's not the most played suit I've seen. Maybe just because, you know, again, with the Code Fairy suits, they were limited to if you had the game. But even at 350, I feel like I haven't seen the Code Fairy suits that much. Not recently, at least. I could be just missing them. But the Zaku half cannon here does seem like a very nice addition from the Code Fairy roster overall. Again, you do have some really nice weapon options going for it. The anti-aircraft gun is a pretty nifty weapon overall. Again, 2 shots to get a stun is pretty good. Heat Hawk is the Heat Hawk. Really, it's just a melee option. Nothing really too special about this. You do have the smoke discharge, so again, temporary stealth and also a temporary increase to your defense. Machine gun, really good stun there. So yeah, very nice stun and damage as well. Big gun, you have the leg missiles here, and you have that instant stun, and you have your shield as well. Real quick, let's just see what the counter animation is for this suit. And yeah, it looks like it's the knee into the down punch there. So yep, really nice counter, and yeah, it's really all I have to say about this suit. So I think that's going to wrap it up for this video here in the Zaku Half Cannon MB. Yeah, as I mentioned, seems like a really good overall general unit, although you are lacking some of the typical general skills like, you know, dodge roll or the ability to have 2 melee swings. Is really a lot more like a support-styled general, so, yeah, not really too surprising to see that you are lacking those skills there. But other than that, I feel like for what it's going for, it does feel like it is going to be a nice damage dealer. And again, its stun accumulation is also really good, at least from what I'm testing here. A lot of that could always change in actual matches, so really is just going to be up to how well this suit performs in, you know, real matches against real players. But from the impression I'm getting here, yeah, seems like it's going to be pretty fun to use. So yeah, that's going to do it for this testing video here. Comment down below what you think about the Zaku Half Cannon MB. And with that, I will see you all in the next one. Later.